Come on, baby, don't you wanna go? Come on, baby, don't you wanna go?
Hi, I'm Marty Levinson. Welcome to the Northtown News Magazine show with the greatest cameraman around, Sonny Hirsch, and our man of all men who's been doing this for over 22 years, Avi Myers.
Thank you, Marty. Avi Myers, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. We're real big on community policing, caps24.org. Jewish Chicago, it will be coming out in late February in time for early voting. We will have a complete review of not just all the races, but we will have even deeper coverage than ever before of all the judicial races. So we urge you to pick it up. It's going to be free. And if you'd like to get involved in Jewish Chicago, feel free to contact me. And I don't think I thanked him on the previous show, but I want to thank Sonny Hirsch, my entire technical crew, in case I forgot. It is a pleasure to introduce you to a candidate for judge countywide, and actually an endorsed slated candidate, and that is Brendan Allen O'Brien. How you doing?
Thank you, sir. Again, thank you.
First of all, my pleasure, and thank you for coming on. I appreciate that very much.
It's my pleasure coming up north. That's good.
Yeah. And why don't you tell us a little bit about your background?
Sure. I've been an attorney for almost 20 years. I'm at Hinshaw & Culbertson. I've been there for 17 years. I've been a partner for going on, I want to say, 13 years. I try medical malpractice cases on behalf of doctors and hospitals. In fact, in August, I just tried a pretty big medical malpractice case successfully on behalf of a neurosurgeon out of Rush. So that went quite well. Very active in the CBA. I was on the Civil Practice Committee. I ran at ISBA, a member of Women's Bar, ISBA, CBA, Hispanic Lawyers, Emerald Society.
Okay.
Among
Why,
others.
just because you're Irish?
I have police in my family. So things of that nature. I have 3 daughters. I have one that just went to college, 2 that are in grade school. And I like to help out at some of the schools on the southwest side. I try to go there a couple times a year to teach. And
very nice.
Try to also do moot court through the CBA. I did one with the National Latino Lawyers Group. Done some with the CBA again and things of that nature. So try to do that once a year and try to teach in Brighton Park on the southwest side once or twice a year.
You're originally from the southwest side?
Originally from LaGrange. My father's family originally from back of the yards, the old 14th Ward. About Halstead and 55th or Garfield is where my family's from originally, but they moved out west to LaGrange area, and all my family's essentially out west.
Yeah, I actually used to go to the International Amphitheater when I was a kid to see the basketball games and the wrestling matches. So I'm from South Shore, so I would take the 79th Street bus to Halstead and take the Halstead Street bus up to smell the lovely aromas at the International Amphitheater.
Did you see the Bruiser and Crusher those days, or was that?
I saw the Bruiser and Crusher. I even saw Eric Clapton there.
Oh man, yeah, Slow Hand. I did.
So
yeah.
I've seen Clapton 13 times. I'm a huge Clapton fan.
I saw him at Poplar probably 15, 16 years ago or longer.
I was there.
Were you? Well.
I was basically there until around the time his son died. I saw just about everything he did in town.
Yeah.
When he slowed down, because I really like that, well, I like the way he slows things down and picks up tempo.
Right.
But when he started really going into the slow hand mode, I mean slow, like the acoustic versions
right.
of Layla. There's a limit to what I want to spend to see that.
Oh, yeah, I used to play guitar. Layla was one of the ones, at least the intro I could play, but the rest of it, I've grown out of that part.
It's funny, I played guitar too, and my greatest guitar moment ever, I had a buddy of mine that I used to publish his music. I shouldn't say publish. He had a professional musicians magazine.
Okay.
And I used to do the typesetting graphics, and I also was his consultant. And I learned like one song at a time, and I learned Layla. It took me maybe over a year. And he took me over to a music store where I got to play like a real Stratocaster.
Yeah, that's...
And I got to play it, and when I was finished, he said, "You played it too fast." And I was like, wow, is that great?
That's a great compliment.
It was, because really, I've got the slowest hand you've ever...
Well, I did learn how to play Sunshine of Your Love from Cream, which was Clapton.
Love that
intro
song also.
Great. That's...
Yeah, no, that's great stuff musically, but let's talk about legal stuff.
Sure.
So at this point, you've decided, okay, so you've been working on the medical malpractice. By the way, just the last time I was up for jury duty in the spring.
Okay.
It was actually a medical malpractice case that, thank God, I wasn't selected for. It was an 8-figure case, as a matter of fact.
I may have wanted you. I think I probably would have kept you.
Well, you might have kept. It's funny because I got so turned off in the
By
proceeding.
the plaintiff, I hope not. Just kidding.
No. Actually, the prosecution.
Oh, the plaintiff's case, yeah.
Yeah, the plaintiff's case really turned me off like there was no tomorrow.
I would have kept you.
and I said to the judge, I said, I've actually written, and it's true, I've actually written on that subject.
Uh-huh.
And I said, I don't want to say it in open court, but like you should know what I wrote before, you do your jury selection. And he called me into his, it was Judge Panter, who's recently
Oh, he's
retired.
great. Oh, I had cases against Mike. Great judge. He just retired.
Yeah, just
know
retired.
him well.
Young too. That surprised me.
Good judge. Very good judge.
I liked him very
good
much.
lawyer too.
He called me into his chambers, and he says, "Well, this is your opportunity to tell me what it is you wanted to tell me." And I said, "The Trial Lawyers Association of Illinois," and he said, "You're dismissed. Take a seat. We'll let you go at the end."
I would have tried to rehab you and keep you in. As a good defense attorney.
Yeah,
No.
I only got those few words. But in any event, okay. Now you're running countywide.
Countywide,
That's a big endeavor.
Oh, it's a huge endeavor. And you may remember I began the process 2 years ago, and I know it. So I have a pretty good understanding of where I have to go and how to go, and I'm all over the county. I probably go out 6 days a week to certain events, aldermen's events, committeemen, various people, which I enjoy if I'm with a good group of people and we travel together. It's fun. So I don't mind it. My kids don't like me anymore. I'm never home. I'm also coaching basketball, which I've missed a few practices for my middle daughter. But you have to do it. You have to do, if you're going to run, you got to be all in. And I've chosen to do it. And I'm all in. That's how I practice law. That's how I'm going to campaign. So, but
No, and the fact of the matter is, listen, at least once you're in, it's a lot easier.
yeah, I got to get in.
No,
And
that's for sure. But you are the slated candidate,
Correct.
which is good.
Yeah, it helps. It's a big help.
Are they doing your petitions for you? Or?
I've turned in. They're doing some. I've turned in a pretty decent amount on my own, more than that was asked of me, just to be safe. And I don't mind doing it. I had a lot of people helping me, friends, and so I turned in probably almost double of what the party asked us to do, just to be a team player and help out. So
Yeah, how many petitions do you need to run countywide?
I think it's between 2,200 and 2,400, and that's dependent on what the last governor's race was, which was a low turnout.
Right.
The last time I ran, I think it was 33 or 3,400 because it was based on the Obama presidency, which was a big turnout.
Right.
So this one's a little lower, but they're asking from each candidate to get a certain number, and I've gotten almost double of what they've asked. So it's fine. It wasn't that hard to do. So
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Definitely pretty good. And so, do you go to like more than one event a night? Or?
quite frequently. If it's in the city, I'm going to 3 or 4, and but I don't mind going to help these aldermen that have kept their word, or committeemen that kept their word last time and this time. I don't mind doing it. They have races too. They need money, and I understand that. And don't mind doing it if they're good people. It's comes natural, and that's part of the business. I got that.
No, it is. As a matter of fact, I was at when I was at Alderman O'Connor's.
I saw you there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
exactly.
nice.
Well, that's how I picked. I came in there, like lacking for guests, and I knew that just going there, I was going to pick up the 5 I needed without a problem.
He always has good events, and it's
Yeah.
funny. I know Alderman O'Connor's brother Dan. I've had cases with, and Dan's wife I went to college with, so I felt like home when I went to the. And I'm a South Sider to go to the O'Connor's fundraiser.
He actually took out an ad in Jewish Chicago when he first ran for alderman in the early '80s. And as a matter of fact, if I should show you. The next time you're here and you're invited back before the election.
Great.
I'll show you a picture of what he looked like in the early '80s.
Yeah, he's a good alderman. I get nothing but a good vibe from the guy, and it seems like he's hardworking, and his ward seems to like him a lot.
He knows how to work with people, and that's something, when he's been here for the show and when I've seen him, he knows how to get along with people. He knows how to get people to work together, and that is an essential element. And you need things to work, period. Got a website?
I do. Brendan O'Brien for judge. It's a good. Somebody did it for me. Did a really good job. I couldn't have done it. I'm not real technical, but she did a great job for me. Lots of pictures of my wife and kids.
And you've got a presence on Facebook also?
I do. Just friend me. It's just Brendan O'Brien. I don't have it for judge. It's just my regular Facebook site, and I'll be happy to have you on. And I'm posting pictures of all the events I'm at, and
I'll attest to that.
Yeah, I'm there. But after the race is over, you'll just see mostly pictures of my kids or sporting events.
We're out of time at this point, so I want to thank you very much.
Well, thank you for having me.
Brian.
Thanks.
Good luck in the election.
Yeah, take care. Thanks, guys. Thank you.